Hey, Chef D, I was wondering, could you tell me how to make the crispy southern fried fish dinner like you do at Miss Edna Mae's Southern Eats and Treats?
Hey Jalen, how's it going? Listen, this is one of my personal favorite Southern meals. So, yes, I would love to teach you how to make this.
I'm ready right now.
Okay, I'm going to start with the coating for the fish. It's going to be 1 cup of white cornmeal and 1 cup of yellow cornmeal. Add seasoning salt and stir to combine it all together. Next is the coating for the shrimp. 2 cups of white cornmeal, 1 cup of all-purpose flour, and I'm not going to add any seasoning to this one. I'm just going to give it a good stir to mix it all together.
Okay, so far I've got this.
Now I'm going to start with the whole fish, and we're going to butterfly it. And we're going to do that by slicing the back of the fish down the center alongside of the big bone that's in the center and cut all the way down to the tail. This is the big center bone that I'm talking about. You just cut alongside of that, fold down the sides, and it's beautifully butterflied. And I'm cooking this whole fish bone-in style. I'm going to cut this little fin off right here. And the FYI, that center bone actually creates more flavor. Okay, so let's do the next piece. Cut alongside of the center bone, fold it down, and it's butterflied. Just like that. I'm going to set these to the side, and I'm also doing already filleted whiting. So we have the whole whiting bone in and the filleted whiting. Now I'm going to butterfly the shrimp. I'm going to very gently slit the shrimp down the middle of the back. Shrimp has already been cleaned and deveined. Once I have it slit down the back, I'll fold it down and it's butterfly. It's the same technique as I did with the fish.
Okay, the butterflying's gonna be a little more challenging, but I still got this.
Yes, I believe in you. Okay, so now we're adding our seasonings to the shrimp. I use Miss Edna Mae's premium seafood seasoning. I added a generous amount along with a little seasoning salt. Now I'm tossing the shrimp around to make sure they're all nicely coated. Once done, set them to the side. Now I'm ready to prep my fish for frying. I want to make sure that all of my fish is damp and then add it into the coating and make sure that it is well coated. And I'm going to repeat this until I have all of the fish nicely coated with the cornmeal mixture. And at this point, I want to go ahead and turn my oil on so it can get heated to 350 degrees. And whether you use a thermometer or you know how to just eye it, make sure that your oil is at 350 degrees. Once your fish is all coated, put it on a rack for 5 to 7 minutes so the coating can set. Now we're going to do the same exact thing with our shrimp. Make sure the shrimp is damp like we did with the fish before putting it into the coating. Dampening helps the coating stick much better. It allows for the crispiness to be crispier. And once I'm done coating my shrimp, I'm going to put it on a wire rack or paper towel and let it set for at least 5 to 7 minutes. My oil is at 350 degrees and I'm ready to start frying the fish. I'm starting with my fillet. It's really important not to overcrowd when frying. This helps with the crispiness as well. If there isn't enough room in between each piece when frying, they won't crisp up. Now let's do the whole fish. Notice how the coating is nice and set. I'll fry this for about 6 minutes for a golden brown and very crispy fish. Just listen to this. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to do my shrimp. And again, do not overcrowd when adding your shrimp. Overcrowding causes it to sweat, which prevents it from getting crispy.
Chef D, I really like how you teach the little details of the hows and whys something works or doesn't work in cooking.
Yes, because small details matters just as much, if not most. Okay, so I'm ready to put my shrimp down into the oil. Cook for about 2 to 3 minutes and voila. Now I'm ready to make my hush puppies. I'm adding 1/3 cup of yellow cornmeal, 1/3 cup all-purpose flour, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 egg. A little salt, 1/3 cup of buttermilk, and I'm going to mix until completely combined. Now, it's really important to make sure that you get the ingredients completely mixed together. I have my oil heating to 350. Now I'm going to micro dice about 2 tablespoons of onion to add for a little more flavor. Once I have that done, I'm going to add it to my batter and make sure I get it nice and incorporated. The onion are optional, but it does add a great flavor. Consistency is perfect and we're ready to fry. Using a tablespoon, I'm going to carefully add in the batter. And again, I want to make sure that I don't overcrowd when I add my batter into the oil. I'll let it cook for about 2 minutes on this side and flip it to the next side and cook for about 2 minutes. I personally really love the light crispiness of this texture of Hush Puppy as opposed to the more cornbready heavy texture. Nothing against it. This is just my personal preference. So now they're done. We're ready to take them out. And you have with this batter these little crispy chips that form. I definitely want to make sure I get those. Now I want to make my homemade tartar sauce. 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, a 1/2 teaspoon of sweet relish, and then I'm adding in 2 small drops of yellow mustard. Next, I'm adding in 3 small drops of Worcestershire sauce, add in a small dash of lemon juice, a pinch of salt, and mix all together. I'm going to stir all your ingredients together until you get that perfect consistency, because that's what makes a great tartar sauce, the taste and the consistency. And this right here is the consistency that I want to have for my tartar sauce. Now I want to make my cocktail sauce. And this is ketchup, pure and organic works best. Next, add a little prepared horseradish and make sure that it says prepared on the bottle and not that creamy mayonnaise horseradish sauce stuff. Prepared horseradish is more authentic and doesn't have all the chemicals and additives. Okay, so I'm stirring this now to make sure that it's nice and combined. The consistency looks great. And now it's time to get everything onto a plate. And here's the delicious, crispy Southern fried fish dinner.
That looks so good. Thanks, Chef D.
Make sure you let me know how yours turns out, Jalen.